Do you see Punk's rant? You've definitely got him riled up.
That was the plan.
It's good to have him off his game. But when Punk says he's showing up here to confront you tonight, I would assume there's going to be some kind of mutiny trap.
That's the safest bet you're ever gonna make. Here's the thing. If he springs a trap on me, he'll probably pop his shoulder out of his socket, so I'm not terribly worried.
Punk may be made out of fine china, but Mutiny has plenty of badasses on their roster, and they could come from anywhere. So I'm still gonna watch your back.
Good man. You watch for Mutiny backstage, I'll meet Punk in the ring. This goes right, that little creep isn't gonna make it to Survivor Series.
It's the Scottish Warrior ready to get his hands on CM Punk.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
I'm honestly surprised CM Punk agreed to face Drew McIntyre here tonight on Raw.
Maybe Punk was sick of running, Byron. At a certain point, you have to show up and get what's coming to you.
We are so close to CM Punk catching a Claymore.
That's not CM Punk. It's Kevin Owens.
And his opponent from Louisville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens.
You can feel the fury coming off of Drew McIntyre right now in waves, staring at this CM Punk imposter, Kevin Owens.
Punk might be having a laugh sitting at home right now, but KO is about to pay the price. Punk might have pulled a bait and switch, but now KO's in trouble. Typical CM Punk, sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this week, not KO, a.k.a. knock off Owens.
The last thing I want to do is give CM Punk any credit, but it was Drew who started the trolling last week. What we're watching right now is the receipt.
Placed him in the corner here. Oh, an overhand punch.
Good golly, Miss Mo!
You can feel the resentment building with each stop there. And he counters. McIntyre turns things around. Clothesline. There it is. Reversal.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
Kevin Owens with the evasion.
Nice takedown. Stack them up. Able to turn it into a cover of the... Got something else in mind, I guess.
Uncorked a big punch.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
Look, just wailing away in the corner. Grit your teeth. Offense like that is why Drew McIntyre's a game changer. Drew is looking thrilled with the beating he's putting on.
He looks defenseless as he struggles to get his bearings. Claymore! Will Drew close this out? Got their opponent in the fireman's carry.
Bang! Jack. KO is getting knocked around a bit.
Owens is under the gun.
Put into the corner. What could be next? These two showing how well they know each other.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Kick to the gut. Oh, brutal forearm.
Clothesline in the corner.
Going to be agonizing for the arm.
Oh, did you hear that? Boom, what a right. Just a ferocious assault from McIntyre.
Carefully setting up their opponent for something big, something spectacular. Look at this superhuman display of power. Crashing down.
And he just has to be in indescribable pain.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
There was some power behind that punch.
Boom! Face first, Alabama slam.
McIntyre not holding back with that destructive move.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor. And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Man, he's got him in the crosshairs.
Claymore by McIntyre. Nothing Owens can do now.
Coming back from the outside now.
Look at this. Manhandling his opponent is Drew McIntyre.
The Scottish Warrior thinking about the end. The countdown's on. That might be all Drew needs.
to the gut. Ooh, brutal forearm. Owens at the mercy of his opponent. Owens needs to find an opening. German suplex. Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter McIntyre. He's able to reverse it. Clothesline. So effective. Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Kick to the gut. Ooh, brutal forearm.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
McIntyre with an incredibly ruthless sequence. This is what it feels like to run into a competitor like McIntyre.
Drew just taking a moment to soak it all in. He's getting back up, but I don't think he's going to like what he finds.
And now Drew McIntyre heads up. Up high.
They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Tossed to ringside. Going outside. What's he got planned here?
setting him up for the Claymore. That'll take his head.
What the hell? That's Lexus King.
Oh, we've got another CM Punk out here.
Gigi Dolan out of nowhere with a high knee. And here comes KO to direct traffic.
This pack of punks are taking Drew McIntyre apart. I don't like the looks of this. Go to sleep.
Clearly, they're sending a message from CM Punk.
Come on, get in here. Is that all you got?
Insult meet injury. GG Punk's got Drew McIntyre in the Anaconda Vice.
We need some help out here. Is anyone in the locker room going to stop this mutiny assault?
This is a major setback in the war against mutiny.
And Punk didn't even need to show up.
Drew McIntyre called out CM Punk, and now he's been beaten up by a whole army of them.
Where in the hell were you? You were supposed to be watching my back.
I would have if the army of punks hadn't jumped me before they came out to get you. Great security, Pierce.
I'm not taking the fall for this one. You and McIntyre lit the fuse by antagonizing Punk and Mutiny.
Antagonized Mutiny? You daft? Punk's bunch of brainless mannequins have been attacking WWE since the night of the draft. We didn't start any of this.
Guys, we can aim at each other in a circular firing squad or turn our ammunition on Mutiny.
No, you're right. But so far, we've gotten the appetizers and not the meal. How can we get the real CM Punk in the ring?
Trust me. I'll get Punk in that ring. You just give me a live microphone next week.
Deal.
When all of Punk's mini-me's show up, and they will show up.
This time, I'll be ready for them.
Drew McIntyre is in a familiar position here.
I have a feeling Drew is about to drop a pipe bomb of his own.
You know, they say time is a flat circle. And that sure is the case with Can't Mend Punk. Here's how it always goes. Punk shows up to great fanfare. He gathers an entourage of weak, sad, desperate people who buy enough of his knockoff cult leader garbage to follow him off a cliff. Then he has a tantrum, and he goes home, leaving everyone who trusted him broken in a ravine at the bottom of that cliff. Just look at the splintered locker rooms this vile cancer leaves in his wake, and you'll see.
Here we go.
If it's the real Punk this time.
It's him. CM Punk is here.
This is what Drew wanted.
I want to talk right down to earth in a language that even Drew McIntyre can easily understand. Here it is, Drew. You need some new material. You've been the same whining crybaby since the Machine anointed you the chosen one, and everybody laughed you out of the territory. I don't blame you if you don't remember that, but look it up. There's plenty of video online.
Hey, we're done talking. Now why don't you bring your brittle bones down here and we'll settle this the old-fashioned way.
Nah, not tonight. See, that's your problem. You're old-fashioned. and this is a whole new world. This will get settled, but not by me. Come on out, boys.
Yeah, about your mates. They've been delayed.
Is that Drew's sword? It looks like it's trapped whoever Punk brought here from Mutiny. And not as confident now, are you, Punk?
He's getting the hell out of here.
No, he isn't. And they've got Punk cornered. Wait, there's KO.
McIntyre just leveled Kevin Owens.
Owens' distraction worked.
For Punk, maybe.
Kevin Owens is alone with two of the most dangerous men in WWE.
I'm not sure KO thought he was going to be the sacrifice for his fearless leader tonight.
Lay down with dogs, you get fleas, Saxton. Happens every time.
Seeing them fighting on the stage like...
Arm is trapped. Croc had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand. Short clothesline.
These superstars are displaying absolutely zero concern for their own well-being.
Yeah, nothing good can come of this. Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
Clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective. And the probability of serious injury just skyrocketed as the action moves onto the staging area. And slides back into the ring. Foot landing directly on the face.
Kick to the gut. Ooh, brutal forearm.
Fighting up on the stage, this could be really dangerous. Dropping the elbow right on the knee.
Owens running into some trouble.
Next level brutality coming from McIntyre.
Lift the power bomb.
No muss, no fuss on that delivery. Someone clearly doesn't want this match to go on much longer than it has to.
Any one of these attacks could cause irreparable damage, but I don't think you can come back from this many. Oh, man, he is fired up now.
Owens looking sluggish. Things could be winding down for him.
Vicious right forearm. Knew the ring couldn't contain them, but taking this fight to the ring entrance proves they're true as day.
And nothing good has ever come from fighting up on the stage.
Great trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in?
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Ooh, pure chaos up on the entrance ramp now.
There's a very real risk of injury here. And he now slides back into the ring.
McIntyre now with an unrelenting attack.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
Perhaps looking for...
And that will do it. Not getting up from that one, so it's called.
Kevin Owens was just made a sacrifice to CM Punk's ego with Punk's own move.
When KO wakes up after being locked in that Anaconda vice, he should ask himself some serious questions about who he's chosen to follow.
This close. We were this close to taking Punk off the board.
He might have slipped away, but we did take out KO at least.
And I bet he has some serious questions about Punk's leadership right now. Your plan worked, Drew. Just not exactly the way you intended.
Not a total loss, then.
It's a win. Every bit of dissension inside Mutiny can help us win at Survivor Series.
Seriously. We couldn't have picked a better man to join our team.
Shall we all hold hands and sing Kumbaya, then? Or get to figuring out how we end Punk and Mutiny once and for all?
You're right. Let's focus on the battle at hand. We can have a big karaoke party after Mutiny is defeated.
We're all agreed. Victory, then karaoke. So what's our next move?
I'm sticking around on Raw, getting some work in, making sure we're ready for anything Mutiny throws our way.
I agree. We need to be a well-oiled machine to defeat Punk in NXT.
And when the time's right, I'll find someone on SmackDown.
Sounds like a plan.
This one's got your name written all over it. Are you ready?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, Yamashita! And his opponent, from Benue State, Nigeria, weighing in at 241 pounds, Apollo Crews! here is your winner, Yamashita!
Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bailey was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bailey don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bailey as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bailey all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bailey's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bailey back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Becky Lynch is ready for action.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch.
I spoke to Becky earlier, and she said that Mutiny should be watching her match very closely tonight.
Well, that's the last thing in the world I'd be asking for, Cole. We've seen what happens when you poke that bear.
Becky is looking to make a statement loud enough for Mutiny to hear.
Behold the irresistible force and annihilator of WWE.
And her opponent from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Nia Jax has targeted everyone in the women's locker room.
Whether it be as a singles or tag team competitor, Jax has dominated and reached the very top.
Indeed, Nia Jax has become an unrelenting, remorseless powerhouse. Well, one thing is you have to answer Becky's amazing in-ring IQ and willingness to do anything to win.
Well, if she can find the right strategy, it'll change her career.
Becky Lynch has promised that this match is going to get Mutiny talking.
Everyone knows her history with Nia Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man became the man. This will get everyone talking.
There's more on Becky's mind than beating Nia. Take a look at how she's moving differently in there. There's something familiar about it. Body slam slipped out.
Inverted DDT. Lynch letting her opponent know who's in charge.
Oh, man.
She goes back into the ring. Sidewalk slam. One kick. Two kick. Picked up and being carried around now. Oh, right to the throat.
Planted face first.
And she reversed it. Ooh, Becky just aggressively going after that arm.
Talk about force. That'll give you whiplash.
Oh, man, leg drop arm breaker. Knife edge chop. Oh, that'll shatter your chest.
Woo-wee.
Oh, my God.
Face first into the middle turnbuckle.
Oh.
Waistlock.
Excellent follow-through from Becky there.
Confident in her ability and surefire in her execution.
Kick connects. Hooking it up. Spiked with a rose clamp.
This could put a stop to Nia.
Two. And she's still in the game.
Amazing kick out. You cannot help but be impressed by Nia.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done. There's the crucifix. Nicely done.
2 count. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, the man, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch just defeated Nia Jax with a Bayley-to-belly suplex. It was actually a Becky-to-belly.
That wasn't just a suplex, that was a statement directly to her former close friend Bayley. Forget about your big mutiny plan.
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bayley probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bayley's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
Welcome to the return of Ding Dong. Hello! I'm your host, Bayley. And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion. This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me!
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bayley walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bayley. The real Bayley. My Bayley. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. Do you remember, Bayley? Do you? You're a force of nature. You built damage control from nothing into one of the most dominant factions in WWE and kept them there for 2 years. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Becky Lynch invited Bayley to the ring, and it seems Bayley accepted.
I didn't think she would actually show. Look out!
Kyrie Sane from behind.
This was a setup.
Becky was distracted. Now Kyrie's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control.
It's about damn time.
No, Kyrie's going back. Get up, Becky.
Kyrie Sane wanted to get her hands on Becky Lynch. Now she has her chance.
If Becky thought she could talk any sense into that traitor Bayley, I got a steel mill in Pittsburgh to sell her. Pure naivete.
Having faith in the people you care about isn't naive, Corey. It's hope.
A quick reversal from her. She's tossed right out of the ring.
From the top. Look out below. That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time.
Has the arm into a hammerlock cinched in.
Wow, this arm breaker. Ooh!
Boom! What an uppercut.
Jarring. A systematic attack on the arm for Becky.
With the lariat. That might take some of the fight out of Kyrie.
Insane is continuously on the defensive.
Alarms must be going off in Kyrie's head right now.
Oof. There's the crucifix. Nicely done.
Oh, strong knee connects.
Insane catches her by surprise. Kyrie gets that sent right back to her. Ooh, Becky just aggressively going after that arm. Becky with all the momentum on her side.
Becky's taking what she wants.
Becky Lynch with a great shot. I don't know what they're looking for here.
And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand.
Ouch!
Oh, man. Ooh. These are dangerous attacks on their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplying.
And we might be seeing a competitor crumbling before...
Becky Lynch from behind.
Manhandle slam. Is it the finishing touch Lynch needs?
Becky Lynch has got it cinched in. Oh, wow, rendered unconscious. The official has to call it.
Becky Lynch just fended off Kyrie Sane's attack and sent her back to mutiny with a lot of explaining to do.
Well, it might have been Kyrie's hands, but that was Bayley's attack. Until these two former allies get their hands on each other, this war isn't going to stop.
Becky, Becky, Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I did build damage control from the ground up, and then they fell apart without me. Just like the horsewomen fell apart without me. It must drive you crazy that everything I touch turns to gold, while every professional relationship you've ever had falls to dust. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tunes since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the bus to get ahead. Unlike Kyrie Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky. But I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.
Are you sure about this, Becky? Seems risky.
Come on. Last time I checked, we're wrestlers. The only way to pull Bayley out of whatever poison Daydream Punk sold her on is to face her in the ring.
Which is a great strategy as long as you actually make it to the ring. She's got a whole army down there at NXT. I'm pretty sure you're walking into a trap.
You don't know her. Her ego will drive her to try to beat me one-on-one.
Say you're right. Is CM Punk going to be that honorable? Just let me go down there with you. Somebody needs to get your back.
Given the rumor that you put a hex on an entire arena to lock yourself up with half of Mutiny's roster and survive to tell the tale, I feel like your arrival might cause more trouble than it solves.
I mean, it didn't go exactly as planned, but it was pretty good for a first attempt.
Look, I appreciate the offer, and I'm happy as hell someone brave enough to walk into the belly of the beast is leading our team into Survivor Series. But no.
Becky, to win the best of 3 series and save this company, we need you to make it to Survivor Series. If Mutiny decides to jump you while you're in their house...
I'm not scared of being attacked. I'm scared I've lost my friend forever. I need to do this alone.
The Bayley buddies are back, but that's Becky Lynch.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch.
There's only one reason Becky's cosplaying with Bayley's old entrance, and that's to get Bayley so angry she makes a mistake. Or several.
Maybe so, Corey, but it could also be a way to remind Bayley of who she used to be.
Mind games aside, now it's time to see who's ready to fight. Wait a minute, that's Bayley dressed like Becky the night she debuted.
And her opponent from San Jose, California, Bayley.
I don't like Mutiny, but I have to admit Bayley might be a better dancer than Becky was.
I don't know about that, but you have to think this is going to get under Becky's skin.
Bayley stole Becky's entrance, and now CM Punk's top lieutenant is looking to steal a victory. The mind games are over and the jokes have ended. Now these former best friends are going to settle years of animosity.
Bayley cast her lot with Mutiny from the very beginning, but Becky thinks she can turn her back to the light.
If Becky Lynch really thinks she can beat some sense into Bayley after everything we've seen, she's going to need the luck of the Irish.
taking it to the shoulder.
Ooh, Becky just aggressively going after that arm. Whipped into the corner with tremendous force.
Brutal knee strike. Oh, man, thrown with such force, the whole ring is rattling.
The man connects.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
Bayley struggling to defend herself.
Bayley looks unprepared for the full force of Becky's fury.
Backpack face buster.
Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee. Vicious attack. They outlaw that move from other sports for a reason.
A second leg drop with a twist.
Point of the elbow finds the mark.
Systematic attack on the arm from Becky.
Lynch is maintaining the advantage.
Becky's dishing out a last kicking.
And an unlucky Bayley without an answer to that attack.
No denying Becky's desire inside of a fight.
Destructive use of the knee. Oh, to the arm. Terrible. European uppercut.
The Van Goat of WWE daring her opponent to rise to her level.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Gets driven into the corner.
Knife edge chop echoing through the arena. And Bayley is really being knocked around here.
Bayley's being cut off at every pass.
Lynch, she's thinking big.
Oh, look out. Whoa, what a landing.
I can't believe what we just saw.
I can't believe that didn't miss.
And goes back into the ring here.
Here we go. It's popping off. Oh. Slugging away with everything they've got.
Neither competitor is backing down.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Who will break first? That is the question.
Oh, what an uppercut. Jordan.
Becky Lynch looking to secure the win.
Manhandle slam. Is it enough to put Bayley away?
And the cover. Almost had her, but she gets the shoulder.
Bayley is certainly displaying a great amount of toughness. It's not easy to kick out of that.
And
Lynch.
The man delivers a diving leg drop.
And Becky has that look in her eyes after that. Becky in full control here.
Manhandle slam.
Will that serve this up for Becky?
2. Becky Lynch walked into Mutiny's home base and defeated their second in command.
Is tonight the end of this rivalry or a new beginning?
Come on. Come on, Bayley. Shake my hand. Come on. This isn't who you are. Please,
She's
Bayley.
going to do it.
Bayley's coming home.
Never. Never.
Damage control? What the heck?
I knew it. I knew Bayley was too far gone.
I never thought I would see those women standing together as a unit again.
You see, Becky? This is what the horsewomen never had. Loyalty. How many times have we all stabbed each other in the back? Again and again and again and again until 4 became 3. You were right about one thing. Mending fences. And so I did. With my real sisters.
You might have beaten me in a match, but you lost tonight. Because damage control is mutiny.
Damage control is mutiny, which means WWE is in serious trouble.
I don't think Becky Lynch is worried about mutiny or WWE right now, Byron.
She's thinking about the friend she just lost forever.
We worked as hard as we could to peel Bailey away from mutiny, but it really feels like we took a loss on this one.
I can see your point.
Come on. I know it doesn't feel great right now, but you did make a dent in their armor, Becky.
You beat Bailey on Mutiny's home turf. If that doesn't create some internal strife, I don't know what will.
I suppose so. But beating Bailey was never the point. I thought I could help her find her way back. There was this moment after the match when I thought I saw the old Bailey. But even that was just a mask while she waited for damage control.
I'm sorry. I feel like I pushed you into this, and now mutiny is stronger than ever.
First, that's crap. This was my own idea. You didn't push a thing. Second, this might not have been a total win for us, but it wasn't one for Bailey either.
What do you mean? Mutiny has damage control now?
Most of damage control, but not all. I had a talk with Dakota Kai. Turns out we both have versions of Bailey we miss. Dakota's on our side.
We have a mole inside mutiny? This is amazing. It could change everything.
It could. The only question is, what do we do now to prepare for Survivor Series?
We haven't got much time, but we've got some. I don't know about anyone else, but I wouldn't mind getting some extra work in. We need to be in top form when we face mutiny.
We can't be too ready.
And when we are ready to make our next move, I'll talk to Nick Aldis.
Sounds like a plan.